Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing a Thomas and Friends mini light up toy. Mini light up James. How to play with it? It's really quite simple. You can push your train or move your finger to move the train. It is best, though, to place the train on any flat surface like a table so that it moves properly. Therefore, this train may not move properly if in a rough carpet. Be careful not to move your finger too much, or the train may fall over. Like that. Also, if you're playing on the floor, make sure it's not too rough, because the train might fall over, or just stop moving. So, see the wheels. And what's cool about this toy is it lights up. Push this button and the train will light up. You can move it while it's lighting up. It's like a light show. And, of course, there are some failures to this toy, too. This toy is small, meaning that it's difficult to replace the batteries with. But just in case you want to know how, this is the back of the toy. This is the screw to the battery compartment. The battery compartment's very tiny. It's barely a battery compartment at all. But you can see that according to this, there's a screw, and I think this makes up most of the battery compartment, so you should be fine. So you can unscrew the battery compartment and see what it's like inside. There are 3 batteries, but they are super tiny. You kind of need button batteries. They're not like the regular AA batteries we see every day. Though these that you need to replace are button batteries. Button batteries are usually for smaller toys and are usually not available for bigger toys. So you could get button batteries at various stores. But some of them may not be available, and that's all right. You can change the batteries another time. The only time when you really need to change the batteries is if the train is not lighting up. However, if you do this and the train is not lighting up, you may be pressing the button too gently. Make sure you press the button firm enough to where the result is like this. If you push the button firm enough and the toy still does not light up, then it's time to change the batteries. Flip the toy over. Use a screwdriver to unscrew the battery compartment very gently. This toy is small. It has a lot of edges, so watch out. Then purchase some button batteries. Place them in the springs. Do not put them in their incorrect polarities, or else the toy will malfunction and probably even explode. So, as we all know, batteries should be placed in their correct polarities. There's a side called the negative and the other side called the positive. You put the right sides of the battery into little springs or compartments. So, place the batteries in, and then click the battery compartment into place, and then screw it closed, and then your toy works again. But it will not work if the batteries are not the required ones. So, or if there are no batteries in the toy, then the toy may not work. So, please change the batteries, and please change them with the right amount of batteries and the right type of batteries so that your toy can work properly. I don't know how many batteries this toy needs, but I think it needs 3, so if you somehow run out of button batteries, or if you don't have enough, then just purchase some. I'm sure changing batteries of this toy should not be too hard. And there you have it, pretty much. That's pretty much all it. I know, this was pretty short. It's probably because this toy is pretty small. It doesn't have much purpose. It's more like a collectible, so, yep. But changing the batteries is the only challenge with this toy. I suggest, if you want to play with this toy, to go ask your parents to buy you button batteries. so that this toy can be what you want to play with. It does not have an off or on switch. Don't worry, the light just goes off on its own. So look, the toy lights up, but don't worry about the light. Look at it. It goes off on its own, so it will just reset itself. So don't worry about switching it on or off. This toy does not have an on and off switch, so you will not need to worry about resetting it. It's pretty much impossible to reset this toy because, like I said, it doesn't have a switch. But, yeah, this is a pretty simple toy with an ironically complex mechanism. I know. The toy may look simple, but on the inside, it's really complex. I don't know if you can see it, but there are the button batteries inside there, and the rest of the mechanism inside the toy train to see how it actually works. Yep, so, yeah, that is pretty much it. This is pretty translucent, so you can see partially through it, but not all the way through it. Okay, guys, I think that's it for this little train review today. Changing the batteries is the only challenge. I suggest you ask an adult to do this, because changing the batteries on this toy may be difficult. So just don't be afraid to ask your parents. And I hope you found this toy review video helpful. Bye, everyone. See you later.